Hey y'all, it's your girl Emiajluv. I came through trying to look a little bit more decent. I changed my scarf and I put back on my wig. I'm looking good, ain't I? Okay. If you guys happen to catch the with Faith Evans doing the Endlessly in Love documentary with Biggie Smalls. I'm not a big fan of Biggie myself. However, he is very much so a legend, and I think that I know she was talking about when she was on Wendy that she didn't feel as if it wasn't clearly all the way portrayed as the love story. But personally, just to let you know, Miss Faith Evans, when I watched it, I definitely felt the love. I do feel kind of like you did, like, why the fuck you bringing up Tupac, because that kind of like puts a damper on both the character of the men. It was kind of like trying to taint somebody's character, and it's like, look, let the legends be legends. They ain't here. That's like the whole Michael Jackson thing, and all these boys kind of, or these grown men talking about that. Just let it be. Let the legends be legends. Let it be only and purely about the love and the story behind it. So I definitely feel you, but trust and believe me, whatever you were trying to portray, it still came off. This trap museum will be unveiling some art and all this other crap, or whatever the case is. Big news about this is that it requires Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. I feel like another failed attempt to bring these two men together. I don't know why they feel the need that they should do this, but whatever. I feel like it's just all a setup. Damn. Okay. Anyways, we're just gonna continue here. Anyways, that will be unveiling January 16th, 2020. So be sure to check out the unveiling process of that. Oh, and that actually brings me to my next point. Going on to Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish was doing an interview, and then I guess the guy was, they were talking to whatever the case is. She ended up bringing about the fact that, she wanted Nicki Minaj and Cardi B to, like, do a collab and, be friends and Boom Coon. And people were kind of, like, saying, hey, girl, mind your business. And they're like, why does everybody always want to bring these two people together? Me, personally, I'm a big fan of Cardi. I'm a big fan of Nicki. So, I'm not a diehard fan for nobody except for myself and Jesus. However, I'll just leave it like this. A commenter sat there and posted, which I don't feel like he got enough likes, saying, can you bring Iran and USA for a nuclear collabo? Okay, so on to some other type of news that's going on in the new actual news and things like that. Delta's plane engine fell onto two elementary schools about a couple days ago. I don't know if anybody really caught wind of this, but all I will say is this. I'm sick of y'all's planes falling out. It was just like a week or two ago that the Air Canada plane wheel fell off, and then and then just all these other sightings of all these plane crashes and things like that. This is ridiculous. People pay you guys an numerous amount of money to have the proper equipment and things like that. That's why we pay to get on the plane. That's why we pay for the TVs and the internet and the carry-on and the check bag and the peanuts that should be complimentary, but I guess since you an economy, you gotta pay for them. All that and then on top of whatever tax dollars they put for you guys and your companies. That's why you guys have the big bucks, so that way you can have efficient working equipment. We shouldn't have to get on your planes and you want to take out stupid ass insurance policies to let everybody on the fucking plane die, just so you can get money off it. It's like a freaking setup as far as I'm concerned. So whatever is going on with your plane systems, I'm the one to sit there and say, if it makes it to any of y'all's information box, is get it the fuck together, because we got shit to do and we're using your services to do it. Okay. Now, on to, it's not really pleasant. It's all kind of negative, Nancy. However, Trump is finally doing the whole impeachment situation. He should be going to trial for that. I think it's next Tuesday. So, and they posted on the news station. I'm pretty sure you can go on their site or whatever the case is and look up the schedule for that. But if you're interested in looking up his stuff, he's basically getting charged for abuse of power and obstruction of justice. Shoot, what do I know? I'm ignorant. Like, on a real note, though, I'm not a big fan of Trump. In some aspects, I definitely, I don't know. It's just kind of like a Kanye situation. You got these people who are doing these things, and just because you don't exactly agree with how they're doing it doesn't mean that what they're doing is wrong. But on the other end, it was like, well, this is wrong, and, you shouldn't do that. To me, Trump reminds me of one of them like backyard coons that live next door neighbor that say all the racial stuff, but yet somehow you don't look at them as racist because it's like a black person kind of like saying comedic jokes about other cultures, but it's like they grew up in that time, they know it's not racial like you think it is, and I think because he's become the president and he's promoting whatever he's promoting, I for a while I thought, like I said, I didn't even vote for him, but for a while I thought well, maybe because that's what people get when you get an entertainer on TV. Now he's entertaining you. You know, but at the same time too, my biggest thing is the racial issue and the I think the so fast to like cause drama and problems or be involved in drama and problems when really not everything, that's not exactly always conflict resolution. That's the most limited, but I feel like educational standpoint I could put on it. I cannot speak for any of the things that I don't know about, and how government is ran. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, governments are crooks. They just as much of a crook as yo crooks that down the street around the corner and stuff. So to each his own person. But my thing is, like I said, I feel like there's a better way to do stuff. And if so anyways, if you got, that's my personal opinion, if that was an opinion at all. Make sure you guys check that out if you're interested. On next Tuesday is when it officially starts, the trial situation begins. It's going to be like 2 or 3 days of them basically telling their case and nobody else is allowed. Did you guys know that 2 years ago Apple stopped helping the government with their phone systems and like in investigations and stuff like that? So basically recently in like maybe I think it was like posted yesterday on the news, the FBI and Apple are kind of at a phone war because there was a man who committed a shooting. He killed 3 people and he injured 8 people on a military base. And so the FBI, he actually ended up shooting his Apple phone and then damaging the other one. But they can still, get a whole bunch of prints and evidence and all these other things like that off of it. But due to the Apple's security system, I mean, they have it so securely locked that not even they can get into your phone and stuff. They would have to, hack into your stuff just like just as if the FBI would. The big battle is about respecting and honoring us as consumers' privacy. So I just want to know what y'all think about that. I thought it was interesting. I mean, my thing is I would give it over to the FBI. However, because they're respecting your privacy, those are the things that when you are signing up for their database, you're saying allow, accept. You're allowing and accepting certain things based off of what they're telling you for their company standards, and they're upholding that even towards the FBI at this point. Is that something that you guys would respect? Is that they respect your privacy over kind of hacking into your privacy or a privacy of someone else's phone based off of their professional code to help the FBI catch this murder? You tell me. Toni Braxton is celebrating her mother's birthday today. Yay. And for our last real news, basically Jay-Z and Yo Gotti have been doing this for quite some time, and so they continue to push forward with the issue, which is taking action in the Parchman, Parchman conditions, and basically demand improvement in the state leadership, in accordance to how the prison lifestyle is. It's really bad living conditions. I mean, they're they got all that going on. I mean, I think it's great. And along with Cardi B, and if they're saying that she really wants to run for Congress, I don't know if she's actually going to do it or not. I would hope that she does. I think it's a great stance on what these celebrities are doing, and they should. They should be more involved in politics. They should use their voices for more positive reinforcement amongst the youth, and elsewhere. I also want to put in a special note because I can't help myself, which is for me. And that's that these musicians, remember something, not everybody who raps or sings about what they sing or rap about is actually doing or behaving how they rap or sing or whatever this case is about. Okay, these people live their own lives. These people do their own things. These people have their own families. They do it for their own reasons, or that's just what it is. And I feel like there's such a big old stereotype with this whole ghetto fantasy, and everybody's trying to do it. Look, live your life, be who you are, find out who and what that is. Just because Cardi B is okay and she doing it and that's how she made her money, that don't mean that that's how you gonna make your money. That's why they took that show off Bad Girls Club. Okay, because the fact that y'all heifers was really going on there acting like this is what y'all can do. And y'all missed some of the key elements, which is the fact that it's a show. It's meant there to entertain you. And it's that one in a million. Okay, it's not as often and as common as you think. Think about how many people live in your neighborhood and think about how many of those people are not on TV. That just shows you how much, really how small the celebrity community is. Okay, your job is to make a beneficial and satisfactory life for yourself. It's not to go out here and be Mr. and Mrs. Ghetto Fabulous, okay? Because it don't work. That's why the other man that recently with the girl who got killed, being his girlfriend, his queen, or whatever the case is, he's a rapper, but also involved in that gang, Mr. Flashy Pants, Mr. whatever the case is. And there's no offense to him or trying to disrespect the situation, but it is to say, like, damn, you chose to live a certain lifestyle. And this woman, rightfully knowing who and what she was getting into with you, decided that she was bad if she needed to be too. But you know what? She had a daughter or y'all had kids and stuff like that. That's not the safest thing. That's not the ideal solution or resolution to build your life around if you can help it. The whole point is to try to build a peaceful existence for you and others around you, so that way you don't have to have those kind of worries and have to run into those situations where you getting kidnapped and ransomed and shit like that when you try to do your job as a real estate agent. That's just mixed messages. Real estate agent, gun nigga. Pick your poisons here, people, is all I'm saying. It's about making effective decisions so that way you can be a better you. Okay? Period, point blank. That's it. That's all simple. And that's pretty much what I was just trying to say. Okay? So, take it in. Peace and love. My gosh, look at my eyelash. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at that. And it's coming off. Not real life. So, baby, take the